Hello, I thought I'd make a quick video about the fact that I'm coming up to 5 years in business now as a photographer and filmmaker. So it's quite relevant, the fact that after 5 years I'm still going in business. So if I can pass on a few four or five tips that will help you if you're thinking about going into business as a photographer or filmmaker. Maybe you're already in business as a photographer. These tips maybe will help you get going. So like I said, I started 5 years ago, and it's not been an easy ride. It's full of bumps and curves and twists and turns, and it's not for the want of trying, you know, that you think because you're a professional photographer and you've trained and you think it's going to be a nice smooth journey. You're going to meet the best people, nice people. They're all going to refer you and get you more clients and make you more money, and your bank account will fill up. But it doesn't really work like that, you know. It's tough. It really is tough. 5 years, I'm still going, and you know, I still plan on going in another 5 years. But there's essentially a few things that you need to do to crack it, you know, as a business owner. Because don't forget, being a photographer is a creative kind of medium, and a business is more of a practical. You know, it's very heady. So, and the two things are very different. If you a photographer or filmmaker and you use cameras and it comes naturally, it's easy for you. You know, you just learn as you're going along because you've got a passion. Your belly's burning, you know, with this passion, and you want to become good at it. But then trying to make money and asking for money and creating wealth is a whole new or different platform, it's a different path completely. So what I'll suggest to you is that in order to make money as a photographer or filmmaker is to be creative and keep your passion and your belly on fire with this great, you know, this great medium called photography. But on the other hand, you must learn about business. You have to, it's very hands-on. You have to be in the mix to make money, and you have to harden up. You have to have a skin like a rhino, you know, and don't be easily upset by people not complimenting you on your work all the time, because people won't. You know, if you do a job for someone, the chances of them picking up the phone and saying, "Oh, fantastic, amazing, wonderful photography," you know, it doesn't always happen, and don't be upset when it doesn't happen. You know, you just need to learn, toughen up, get a thicker skin, because it's not all about you know, the nice words, the compliments. It's a tough journey. It's like being in the ocean. You know, it's some days it's smooth, and other days you're in a force 9, and it's how you roll with that storm, how you come out of it to become, you know, a tougher, more hardened professional. It's all well and good taking photos. Anyone can take a photo, but you know, it's having that tenacity, that bulldog, the grit, determination to make it, to get somewhere. That's what you need. And if it's all fluffy and feathery, then you know, you're just not going to cut it. So my first tip really is the passion that you develop in the beginning to become a photographer or to use cameras, is to keep that alive, keep that passion burning all the time. Never lose that, never lose sight of that. But you must, on the other side of the coin, you must establish a motivation or a hardened head, if you like, for business. You must understand it and learn to understand it, and the only way you do that is to be in the mix, to be in the thick of it. My second tip to surviving as a business owner is dedication. You've got to be dedicated to not only creating quality photographs and video. You must dedicate yourself to business and learning about business and how you're going to make money from you know, the talents and skills that you've got. My third tip is to be to set up a business and to be in business and to survive in business is you need to be very good at something. You know, you need to, it's no good being half-hearted about something and being all precious about it. You know, you need to take your talent, your skill to the top. And that leads me on to the next tip, which is to niche what you're good at. Is to, you know, if you're good at portraits, then just stick with portraits. Don't be events and sports and everything else and landscape. Just be good at portraits and establish yourself as a portrait photographer. Get known in the market as portrait, and you know, things will work wonder. So my fifth tip is to be prepared to be in it for the long haul. There is no shortcut in business and to making money. You need to sacrifice a hell of a lot, take the downs as well as the ups, and just keep moving, ploughing through it. And you know, there's plenty of storms out there that you have to keep sailing out and riding out. You know, 90% of businesses collapse within 3 years. So the chances of you making it to a successful point has to be quite low, you know. So have you got what it takes to get to where you want to be? I'm going to leave the video there. If you like this video, then please subscribe or like the video, and I'll see you next time.